Can you all hear me now? Sorry about that. Why am I muted? Why was I muted? Pretty crazy. Actually, let me add a filter to this. Hold on a second. There we go. So, can you all hear me? All right, good. Okay, sorry. I do not know why. Every time I open Streamlabs OBS, it has me muted automatically. Every time. And sometimes it throws me off. So sorry about that. So, good morning, everybody. It's David Schlott-Howard here in the home weather office, bringing you live a annular solar eclipse, which will begin here in the next 5 to 10 minutes. This is out of Midland, Texas. No, I'm not in Midland, Texas, but we have Stellarium software that is positioned there. And so we're going to get this eclipse live when it happens. Now, this is not a total solar eclipse by any means. This is actually an annular solar eclipse when the moon is actually a little too small than the disk of the sun, because the sun is pretty big, right? Not really big to us because we're 94 million miles away, but it is bigger nevertheless. But the moon is also going to be a little too further away. And so instead of seeing a total eclipse, which everybody would be screaming, hula dada, right? Instead, we are just seeing the smaller moon kind of getting in between, or kind of the rim, the edge of the sun is going to be shining around the moon, and so therefore we call this a ring of fire eclipse, or known as an annular solar eclipse. So it hasn't started yet. As you can see here, there's no bite taken out of the sun, but we should see that happening here in the next 3 or 4 minutes. It is about to start here really soon. In the next minute or so, we're in the shadow. The first bite taken out of the sun is actually going to occur here. So if we actually go and look at this is actually lunar eclipses. Sorry about that. Let me show you all with what we're going to be dealing with today. If I could actually, let's see, this is it. All right. So actually, let's go over to here and let's kind of click on this. So this is our annular solar eclipse, our path. See this red line right here? That's the annularity. This is not a total, of course. This is your, the eclipse is going to start, or the kind of first contact is right here, second contact, and last contact. So everyone in the US will see the entire eclipse from start to finish. And then eventually this gets into Texas later on at 17Z, which is 11 o'clock. Wait, no. 10 o'clock my time. It's going there. That's where the annular is going to be. And then eventually it's going to go all the way down here into Brazil, where it's going to end. This is not to be confused with a total solar eclipse that comes early next year, which will be a longer. It will not just be a total, but it's actually going to be longer than this eclipse. This one's going to last about 5 minutes. Next year's eclipse will last a little over 5 minutes, depending on where you're at. And if we actually click on that, let's see, there's so many eclipses here. So this is the eclipse that's going to happen next year. Now, everybody's probably already going to ask me about, are you going to live stream that one? Instead of me live streaming it, I'll probably enjoy it myself, because I am actually going to be flying to Texas. Me and my cousin Sarah will actually fly to Texas to see that on the 8th of April. Hopefully there's no severe weather, because if there is severe weather, well, there's no eclipse because there's clouds in the way and there's heavy rain. So hopefully the weather could cooperate for this eclipse. But this is going to be a much longer one, and you can kind of see where it starts. It almost looks like kind of like a scroll, like a sheet, right? You can kind of just spread it out. Looks kind of like that. It's not like one of those Pirates of the Caribbean sheet. It's not like that. It's actually where the shadow of the moon is going to be tracking across on the face of our planet. And that will be on April the 8th, 2024. So only 6 months, actually less than 6 months away from that eclipse. I'm sure a lot of you all are already just screaming at me, go live on it, David, go live on it. I would rather enjoy it myself, take in every bit of that eclipse and just have the eclipse glasses on and just see it, you know. This one, I'm doing this one special for you all because, for one thing, I am not in the path of annularity, and second of all, it's an annular eclipse. It's not as exciting as a total solar eclipse. Those are much more exciting. And so I just cannot wait for that eclipse when it actually occurs. So as we do look live here, of course, this is our sun, and we are waiting for a bite to be taken out of it, which hasn't happened yet. We should see that happen here fairly soon, though. While we're waiting still, though, I want to show you all the details on this eclipse. Look at, they're already counting down to that that event. So here's our annular eclipse. Actually, let's go and look at the timetable here. Let me make sure this actually fits to screen so you all can see that. There we go. So, as we look at this, look at the, when is it going to start? So right now, it's going to start first in Oregon at 8:05 Pacific Daylight Time. It's already started there. As we go down the list, it's not going to start in Battle Mountain, Winnemucca, Nevada. It already has begun there 2 minutes ago. So we're beginning to see little bit of the sun, the bite taken out of it. And then eventually in Odessa, Texas, that's kind of where our stream is stationed at. It's going to be, the partial begins there at 8:18 p.m., 8:18 in the morning, Pacific Daylight Time, 10:18 Central Daylight Time. All right. And it will last there for 4 minutes and 33 seconds. The ring of fire that actually is, we're actually going to get more of the center line, so it's probably actually going to last more like almost 5 minutes long, which is pretty long for an annular eclipse. Now, some of you are probably wondering that the longer the annular eclipse, the more it's covered. No, it actually isn't. The moon is actually smaller at that point, and it takes longer for the moon's disk to kind of transit the disk of the sun. And so if we kind of look at California here, if this can stop playing through, we can see the stop playing through. So there's the eclipse there, kind of grazing California. Then it gets into Nevada, like Winnemucca, Elko, we'll see it, and then eventually into Colorado, we'll see it too. And then, of course, if you're in Utah, Richfield, actually, I have a friend that lives near Price. She is going to see at least 90% of the eclipse. It will be obscured because it's an annular. And then eventually getting into Albuquerque. And this is where we're at, right here in Midland, Texas. If this can stop playing through, I wish there was a way you just can stop the animation. But you can't. So there is Midland, Texas there, where it is going to be an annular, a ring of fire. And that's where we are at. Not physically at, but virtually at. That's what's coming up, and here's all the states, and literally 214 million will live within 1,000 miles away from the center line of this annular. But not everyone will be able to drive to see it. So if you're in the red areas right there, if we can stop that, 8 to 10 hours away. And then if you are in the orange, the brightest orange, you're within 2 hours away of a drive there. And so you're not very far away. But again, of course, the further away you're from the center line, you may want to consider flying. it's too late to fly now because by the time you land, it's going to be a little later. But yeah, it's okay if you miss this one. You know, that's why I'm streaming live here. It's actually cloudy outside in the office, so therefore, we're not going to have a good view of this today. Disappointing, Mother Nature. I hate it. It wants to be cloudy today, but then guess what? By the middle of next week, it's supposed to get almost 100 here. It's supposed to really heat up significantly, which really disappoints me because it's like, okay, nature, you want it to rain. I mean, on our last lunar eclipse, it was cloudy. So it just seems like it's a coincidence we're not getting good weather conditions every time we have an eclipse that is knocking on the doorstep. I do feel special, at least, because our state actually is going to have an annular eclipse. In other words, I could drive into northeastern California to see it if I wanted to, but it's not worth the drive, honestly, because we are going to be streaming it here today, and we're streaming it here for a few more hours. However, though, I will be doing some photography if the weather cooperates today with my drone and getting at least some sort of photography, at least with the partial eclipse. No, I'm not going to look at the sun directly. Don't worry about that. So you don't need to freak out. But I'm going to take my drone and I'm going to try to see if I can get anything possibly if our weather is able to cooperate. What's up, the Fugue Boom? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream, by the way. So we are waiting for that bite to be taken out of the sun. Now, depending on where on Earth you are, this is going to happen later than other people, all right? So it's already in progress. If you're in Oregon, you're starting to get that bite taken out of the sun, and eventually it's going to be in Odessa, Texas. Let me see the weather. Gosh! I hate nature. I freaking hate it. Ugh. I mean, it looks like it could rain outside, and the forecast called for sunny skies today. Literally, and it's cloudy here, and we have some showers around the area. So, I guess, I don't know if it's the weather models or what, but haven't been forecasting the weather here lately very good at all. In fact, yesterday it was supposed to be 88 degrees. Only went up to 78 yesterday. So 10 degrees colder than the forecast called for. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it has to do a lot with global warming, climate change, or what. I just don't get it. But we are live. Nevertheless, I guess this is going to be the best show in the house here, at least to seeing our eclipse. And this is again live out of Midland, Texas. Now, by the way, the time above your screen is in Pacific Daylight Time. So if you guys are wondering, whoa, it's 8:14, but on my watch it says 10:14, right? Well, depending on where you're at. So this is local time, all right, right above my head. The date and the location. And so this is our full screen. And so, yeah, I'm so excited to present you all the eclipse right when it happens. Right when it happens. How's everybody doing, though? How's everybody enjoying the stream so far? This is not your ordinary severe hurricane or winter live stream. This is actually an astronautical live stream. So I hope you guys are doing great. Okay, so Kim Possible, can I drive my eclipse? Can I drive my eclipse during an eclipse? I don't even understand what you mean by that. 10:15 a.m., 6 minutes until bite taken in Texas. Yes. So, 6 minutes left or so. And the reason why I chose Texas is because the timing of the stream. So at least I can get it from where it starts, from start to finish. Where do you get that image? I use Stellarium, which is a software that I use to view these eclipses. So at least, even if it's raining or whatnot, we could actually view this. You're very welcome, Daryl Harper. I do appreciate it. Yeah, I'm glad I'm able to do this for you all, but it is not in my realm of weather. I mean, it's nice once in a while to kind of take time away from weather and look at something in astronautical terms. What's up, 2D Weather Sandbox? Oh, and actually that gives me an excuse. An excuse to actually show you all. By the way, big shout out does go to 2D Weather Sandbox. This is actually his simulation that he has, and we could actually simulate the weather in in simulation time. And so you guys gotta literally give a huge round of applause to 2D Weather Sandbox, because this is really an awesome software, or a program you guys can play for free. There's no cost whatsoever. You can see what the temperature is like, simulating the sun. I was even telling him, me and him were actually talking this morning, and I was even telling them, wouldn't it be cool if you could actually add solar eclipses to the simulator to actually simulate the land cooling during an eclipse? That would be just so great. And so yeah, this is really, really cool. And we got some convection that is actually going on over here. He was actually showing me there are some upgrades coming. More realistic cloud cover, more realistic sea surface temperatures and everything like that. But he even told me that it is not easy like you think it is. A lot of coding that goes into making these simulations possible. You guys can get it. It's free. And we're about to get a bite taken out of the moon or the sun really soon here. It's about to begin. What's the latest on Tammy? I will be talking about Tammy in my next YouTube video. Oh, and there is our bite. We have now reached first contact with the sun. So we are now, and by the way, the eclipse obscuration is above my head. So we're at 0.07% covered right now. And this is actually live, and I want to make sure it is live at the moment, and just went out on me. Oh my gosh. Why is it doing this? There we go. So that is it right now at the moment. So it is getting closer of covering. I actually want to go outside, and I think the sun just peeked through the clouds. Let me see actually what it looks like. No sunshine yet. Darn it. It's getting really bright outside. I'm just waiting for the sun to come out. What are the things going around the sun? That's the locator. So the red thing that you see circling the sun is actually keeping the telescope kind of centered at the moment. And so we're able to see that. So the sun is not moving, and I don't have to readjust it all the time. This is basically the latest firmware update to their program. So that's why the sun looks a little more realistic than the good old sun that we had before. So you can see the progress of this right now. It is exciting to see the eclipse. But back to what I was saying. So if you guys are wondering, what's the latest on Tammy? Tammy hasn't, first of all, been named yet. All right. But I am going to make a YouTube video on that system this afternoon. I promise you guys, pinky promise, okay? I will do it because it is looking very serious. I mean, wait until you see what the models indicate on this. We could be looking at I'm going to kind of spoil it for you all right now. Just a little spoil alert. Some of the models do indicate, a few of them have this at a Category 5 hurricane in the next 5 to 7 days, approaching the Leeward Islands and the windwards, okay? I want to make that clear with you all. We could be dealing with a big, powerful hurricane, okay? And so, yeah, what a Cat 5. Yes, Justin Wilson, go to tropicaltidbits.com and you can see their intensity forecast there. So, yeah, we're definitely going to have to make a video on that. 2 Cat 5s in one season, potentially, Justin. We don't know for a fact if it's going to happen, but, you know, you got to look at model guidance, and there is some, you know, there is a ceiling on this. Potentially a Cat 2 to a Cat 5. Nearing the Windward and Leeward Islands. And I mean, if this missed just by, like, say 50 or 60 miles, there could be devastating impacts potentially over the islands or near the islands in itself. So yes, we are going to really have to watch 94L extremely closely. In fact, to the point where my winter forecast has now been put back. My last one, which is disappointing, but that just gives me more time to work on it and have it ready for release when the time comes. But I will have another winter forecast out too on my channel, hopefully before November arrives. Would 94L end up in the Gulf? Right now, Phoenix, Battle Boy, I'll just call you Phoenix. How about that? So your question is, could this end up in the Gulf? Probably not. The pattern doesn't look favorable enough for that. There's going to be some sort of a turn to the north, but that will probably occur either right when it hits the islands or right after or right before. It's going to be a very close call on where 94L actually goes. But depending on, though, how favorable the environment is at that time will depend on a lot of other factors. But right now, some of the models are going very bullish with 94L to the point where we may have another major hurricane potentially to contend with. All right, so I will be back in a little bit, everybody. This time I brought music with me, and we will check back in on this eclipse in about 5 minutes or so. I need to go see the eclipse. I want to just see what it looks like outside. If there's any sunshine that's kind of poking through the clouds, I want to actually see what this looks like. Be right back in a second, folks. I will be right back in a little bit. What's going on, everybody? It's David Schlotthauer here. Welcome back. Or I should say to myself, I'm back watching this eclipse. For y'all, skies are still cloudy outside. We are just not getting lucky. There was some breaks. I was telling myself, there are some breaks over there. The flow's coming out of this direction. Maybe we'll get some sunshine. We did, briefly. It was not even the best clear image of sunshine. And I was trying to see if I can see differences in my shadowing. And I tried to do the whole, the whole waffle style where you can see individual solar projections. No luck at all. Just no luck. It's just inclement weather today. I'm disappointed because it's just not cooperating. It's just not. Hopefully things do clear out soon. And so I'm just hoping. But we do have until 9:20, so we have literally another 40 minutes. Hopefully some of the clouds do break out or move away by that time. But at least we're seeing a nice solar eclipse, at least hopefully we'll see something. But at 9:20 for my area, the deepest point of the eclipse with the sun at its most hidden is expected to make the sky really dark. What's up, Sugar Rush? How are you doing? Will it happen in Florida? You will see a little bit of it in Florida, but most, if we actually look at the eclipse map here really quickly. So Florida, you're going to see a little over 60%. So more like 70% covered, you will see the eclipse. But if you are further away from that, then of course it's not going to be as covered. You can definitely see, though, there is the annularity. There is the path of annularity, when I look at eclipse maps like this, I don't know if you guys see it like I do, because I see things different sometimes. Not different, actually, mentally, but you know what I mean. Doesn't it look like Batman with its wings? I don't know if you guys can catch that with the eclipse path that I'm showing you all. It looks like wings, like pink wings, like Batman wings. I don't know. So when I always see that, it's like Batman, but it's not actually Batman. Because you can see right here, here's one wing. Oops. Here's one wing right here, and here's another wing right here. So it almost looks like Batman. So we're 15% covered right now in Midland, Texas. It's starting to get a little dark here in Houston. Are you serious, Chase McLean? Really? I don't notice much of it here yet. When will the eclipse happen in Florida? So, oh my. When will it happen in Florida? What part of I'm thinking you're probably near Jacksonville, Florida. You're gonna have to give me a location because it should start there really soon, or it might have started already. It's not much, but I can tell. Chase McLean, is your shadow looking different? Like your shadow, when you stand outside, does it look a little different? But you can see there is the moon. The moon is beginning to cover the sun a little bit more. We're at 17%. How close are we, you're asking? When will the eclipse happen in Georgia? So, in Georgia, this is not even giving us... Let me see if I could find a map for that. Hold on a second. Everyone's hitting the Eclipse website. It's crazy. Let me see if I could find times when it starts there. Trying to find... Oh, here it is. So the time when the penumbral phase begins... should have started already, actually. It's definitely started there. Because 15:15 UTC is 8:15 my time. So it should start there in a second, actually, and then eventually into Florida by 16 UTC, which is 9 o'clock my time. How close are we? You got to understand that if there's cloud cover for your area and even 1% of the sun is being blocked, it will seem like there is no eclipse going on. You got to understand that it takes a lot of sunlight to really dim things, all right? At least more than 50% of the sun, even 75% of the sun, it could still be quite bright outside. It's usually not until you get to like 80% covered when it really gets dark. That's what's going to happen here. It's cloudy where I'm at, yes, Chase, and I'm really disappointed by Mother Nature today. I am very disappointed that it's mostly cloudy here. Nature, we haven't been lucky. We really haven't been lucky at all. The only time we can get lucky is if we have an eclipse in early July, is when we have the most sunshine throughout the summer months. You should be able to tell if it gets dark, though, right? Oh, yeah, Chase, I will. It's partly cloudy where I'm at also. All right. Okay, so there's some clouds there. Just don't look at the sun directly. If you get some sun breaks, then just be sure you check, take a look at your shadow and see if it looks different. Got lake effect rain here, unfortunately. Oh, that's gotta suck. There's no sunshine there for you at all then. You're lucky, Chase. You're so lucky. You got sunny skies there. You're really lucky. What's up, Michelle McDaniel? How are you doing? Very cloudy here in British Columbia, Canada. Oh, you're in British Columbia. Nice, Liam. What part of British Columbia? David Schleier, will it get darker here in Houston? 83% covered. Oh yeah, it'll be fairly dark there. Oh yeah, not super duper duper quadruply dark, but I mean 83%. That's a lot, most of the sunshine being obscured by the moon. Oh, largely by Vancouver and Surrey. Okay. Close to the border. Oh, nice. So you're like north of Seattle, I'm guessing, right? I know where that is. I actually have a friend that lives near Seattle, Washington. So you're really far north then. So your area, actually, let's bring up the eclipse map. You're also going to get, actually, you're only going to see about 76% covered. See this chart. Oh yeah, we're at 80%. So yeah, we'll see 80% of this covered for us. And right here is 90%, right along the eclipse path. So yeah, be mostly covered if you are in Texas. Which you guys are so lucky. You guys got the sunshine. You guys got... Man, I wish I was there. I really do. All right, I am actually going to be right back. I'm sorry if I'm walking away from the computer quite often. I want to see this eclipse for myself. I really want to try to get the opportunity of seeing it. So I'm actually going to I'm gonna start the music up, and I will be back here in a little while. All right. I promise. I'm sorry if I'm not here interacting a lot with you guys. I hope you all understand. I want to see this for myself. I'm going to try to sightsee. I'm going to be like, our clouds are breaking out. Our clouds are breaking out. Oh, so I got to enjoy it. I really do. I want to experience it, before April 8th. But in the meantime, sit back, enjoy, and listen to the music. What's going on, everybody? How's everyone doing? Boy, was that a show here. That was a perfect show. It's becoming less covered now. Hey, if you're in Odessa, Texas, it's a Ring of Fire. Good old Ring of Fire, the Lord of the Rings kind of deal here in Odessa, Midland, Texas, as of 11:44 there. Amazing. So amazing. I mean, wow. Absolutely. Yes, the sky finally opened up towards right around maximum. And look what I got, folks. I want to show you this. Got some pictures. I experienced it. So let me see here. This is what I got on my phone through the Eclipse glasses. That's through the Eclipse glasses. I was able to get that. Here's another one. There's the crescent. And here's a better one. Wow, this is amazing. Wow. Look at that. Just beautiful. And then, of course, this is our house. There's my office. You can see my office with all of the sunly lit shaped rings. And here's more. Look how weird the shadow looks with all the ring shaped suns. And then there is my shadow. Notice how weird it looks. It's a little different. And then here's another one. Got some photos. Wow. I am actually going to tweet this. I'm going to tweet this right now, actually. This is really... Wow, is all I gotta say. This is from Lodi, California. And what a beautiful crescent partial eclipse. I cannot wait to see the April 8th total solar eclipse. Hold on, you guys. Sorry, I gotta tweet this out. Why am I not able to... Why can't I post? That is so weird. It won't let me post. Am I suspended? Is my account blocked? That is so weird. I cannot post. Twitter's like, nope, you can't post. What the heck? It's not fair. Wow is all I got to say. What an amazing partial solar eclipse here from Lodi, California. Almost done, folks. If Twitter could let me post this. Okay, it should come out now. I'm uploading it now. All right, that is finally sent out. Finally got it out. I do have a Discord server. If you all want to participate in the Weather Force Discord server, there is a link. The link should be working. Let me know if it doesn't, and then I will be happy. I'll be happy to give you guys a link. So this is again from Odessa, and the eclipse is still in progress. We're going to be live here for a while, at least until 10:30 in the morning. That way I can get my next video out on that invest that is going to cause problems. Yes, Discord is free to download. There is no cost whatsoever. I wanted to show you all a program I think you all are going to like. I think you guys are going to be like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me, David? You guys are going to literally be like, no way, David doesn't have this. And it actually shows solar eclipses and everything else. By the way, what does the eclipse look like in Texas for all of you that are watching the stream? Is the sky pretty dark? I wanted to show you this, though. This is actually, since we're talking about space in itself, my friend actually, Neil, that was on here earlier today, this morning, actually told me about this. Like, what program is that? That's really cool. He said, oh, it's Space Engine. I'm like, what's Space Engine? And you're actually able there is the eclipse right there. Look at that shadow. You can see where the shadow actually is. Here it looks like it's completely covering, though. Kind of strange. But it's actually not. It's actually an annular eclipse. That's what it shows. And we actually bring up COD, which is a satellite imagery. You can see the eclipse here in the United States. You could actually see that this satellite imagery is actually darker. So if we play this through, you can see Texas starting off their day perfectly. And then there it is. There is annularity. How about that? Cool, isn't it? Super cool. You can see it. It's all in progress right now. We go through this. Can see how dark it got over our area. And that's what we're viewing right now. This is that eclipse. I know it's laggy a little bit on the stream. That's to be expected because it's very graphic intensive. Actually, if we are able to get close enough, we take off orbits. We can actually zoom in. There it is. There it is. That's what it looks like right now. And you can even see features of the moon too. Like little mountains. Look at that. You could actually see. Oh, you could really zoom in on this. You could actually see the moon moving side by side. And that's what this is right here. Sorry if I'm making you guys dizzy. Sorry about that. So that is what the eclipse actually looks like on planet Earth. Yes, Earth is round after all. And we actually play this through. You could actually see the shadow. Moving across. And there it is. It's going to end. Right there. Towards the end. In South America. I want to see if I can get a better view of this though. Let's see. It's what it looks like. Annularity. That is annularity. So, Diana, what did the eclipse look like for your area? Did it get pretty dark? Diana? Here is annularity. Right in here. The ring of fire. It's literally as good of an eclipse you can get. And this is not free. Space Engine is like $30. There is a cost. It is not free. So if you wish to pay $30, you can view these kind of things. However, I will be honest, I do not like the simulation of lunar eclipses. It does simulate that. The moon doesn't turn red. It is just pitch black. It's just like there's no moon there. I can see it from Southern California. Well, it's not as covered, though. You guys got like 60% of it. But this is what it looks like right now. How cool is that? Just how cool is that? How can you... Diana, you could join the Discord server. I'm on Discord. Does this mess with ground squirrels? I'm sure it does. You can do a lot with this program too. I mean, let's zoom out. It's what it looks like. So if we accelerate our zoom, we could really take this very far. Look how far we are from the solar system. We just went through the Milky Way. We are like 5 gigalight years away from the solar system. It's just so amazing. Gonna get into the solar system again. These are different stars, different galaxies. Do we pass the sun? Oh my goodness, we passed the sun. Oh my gosh. There's our Milky Way right there. Just showing you just how fast I can travel through space. And our solar system is... Oops, let me slow this down. Oh my gosh. Our solar system is right in here. Trust me, there's a lot more we don't know about the universe. Gosh. Still really far, and it goes by so fast. There is our sun. And so, oh, here's a comet. Look at this. Wanted to show you guys this. Now, how cool is it to see a comet? How cool is it to see a comet? I mean, it's just not a solar eclipse. I think this is Venus. Or is this Mercury? I think that looks like it's Mercury. Yeah, it looks to be Mercury. There's Mercury. And look how close Mercury is to the sun. Much closer. And I wonder where we are at, I think, on here. Let's see. I bet we're on the other side of the solar system. I think this one's Earth right here. Yup, there's Earth. And there's our moon. Oh my gosh, and I landed on the moon. Darn it. I just landed on the moon with full speed. And so, you can see the shadow too. Look at this. If we look at the moon right now, we zoom in. There's Earth. Teresa Jane. Yeah, this is really cool. I know this is not really related to the eclipse, but I wanted to show you all that's what it's like live right now. So if you were on the moon and you looked at Earth, you would see a dark spot on it. There's our moon. Of course, we don't see the far side, so if you all want to know what the far side looks like, well, here is your answer. It's what the far side looks like. And we can put this into motion. So, of course, you can see that the Earth see the shadow too. Look at closely. That's the shadow of the moon. And you can see how things evolve. This is a simulation, but it's realistic, yes. And there's the shadow of the moon still. It's not there anymore. Well, in this simulation, it's not. That's what it looks like right now at the moment. So we can launch and go to the Earth. Let's go to Earth. Let's go back home. Here we go. Off we go. And even going a fraction of the light distance, it takes forever to get to the moon. And there's our moon. Can't see it because... And so what we're looking up at... Oh my golly word. I'm lagging so bad. I do not think my computer is really enjoying... There we go. I'm not lagging as bad. Finally. Man, that was... The lagging that you were experiencing, people, right now is not because my internet, my computer is just going pretty wild. David, I'm in Houston and it's 30% covered. 30% covered already? I mean, if we go back to our... I wish it'd give us city names. But Houston is over here. It should be mostly covered by now. Or still mostly covered. So how do you guys like the stream? How do you guys like the program? I could actually click on different stars. Oh, there's Jupiter right there. Oh, this is so neat. And there is Andromeda. Thank you so much. Which Andromeda, we actually go and focus in on it. Showing you how far Andromeda actually is. This is our next. This is what would eventually be colliding with us. And that's the middle of Andromeda. Of course, you can't see the Milky Way because we're really far from the Milky Way. But pretty cool stuff, I'll tell you that. Tell you that right now. And so we reside ourselves in the Milky Way galaxy. Also, you want to know, spoiler alert, this program gives you live auroras. You could see the auroras. Sorry it's lagging so bad. Oh my gosh. Big frame drop. Man, my computer's not loving a lot of the programs that I'm running. The internet's fine. You could see the aurora. What do you guys think? Pretty cool program. You can see the eclipses. Way cool than any big media news. Foggy here. Thank you, Lala. I do appreciate it. I'm glad you like my stream so much. I'm not a space expert. I'll be honest with you guys about that. But when it comes to like realistic 3D images and stuff of our planet, it just, wow, it's pretty cool. And there's our eclipse. The dark spot. Man, I did not know there's a comet. I wonder how bright that actually is. Oh, that is really hard to... It would not be easy to see. Andromeda, nearest galaxy to Milky Way is the Andromeda Galaxy, which the Andromeda Galaxy right now, I believe, I think it was like 14 light years. By the way, light years is how fast light travels in a year. So 14 light years is actually really far. Where in the heck is the Andromeda Galaxy? Crazy. I literally saw it and I had to fly towards it. So if I can't find it, I'm so sorry. There's Vega. That is 25 light years away. Or Vega. I think that's how you say it. Vega. And then there, right there, is the Carina Nebula. That is so far away. That is 7,452 light years away. Imagining how long it would take to get there. And that's traveling at the speed of light. It would take you 7,452 light years to get there. Which is very, very far. If we can acquire the speed of light, it would only take 25 years to get there. Yeah, pretty much. And that is a cute looking shadow. Look at the shadow, everyone, where the annular eclipse is. I don't even need to go up into outer space to see this. All I got to do is see it from myself, from the point of view. So it's already in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico. It's like the black hole in the Gulf of Mexico. Oh my gosh, why am I lagging so bad? I'm going to see if I can close this program out. Am I still lagging? Okay, no, I'm not. Not as bad. So I just can't run two things at once. What's the app that I'm using? I'm using Space Engine, which is $30. It's a $30 program. And so this is real time. My gosh, there we go. Yeah, so this is real time right now. Actually, if we went to Mars, I'm sure people want to know what Mars looks like. Or Saturn, let's do Saturn. Look at how Saturn looks. Wonder if we could actually... Ooh, there's a tiny moon somewhere. See the shadow. Oh, it's from there, I guess. It's a one-time $30 charge, yes. It's not very expensive at all. It's addicting. What's this planet over here? Oh, that's Jupiter. Let's go to Jupiter. Oh my goodness. Oh, why did I land on Jupiter? That's crazy. So there's Jupiter. Sorry, I'm getting carried away with this. And I think that's Mars. Oh, no, that is not Mars. Let's see. By the way, we are 28.0 kilolight years from the center of our galaxy, which is... Oh yeah, here's the other planets. Okay, so this is Venus. That's Earth. And I think Mars is over here. It's the red planet. No, that isn't Mars. I'm getting so addicted to this. I'm telling you guys right now. It's so much fun. Okay, we have to go look for Mars ourselves. Can't find Mars. Okay, no, that was Mars. So this is what Mars looks like. People think it's red, isn't it? Kind of orangish. But that's what Mars looks like. And this is its moon. That's a tiny moon. Look at that. You can see the moon actually... Oh my... Why in the heck did I spawn there? You can see the asteroid actually orbiting. It was just orbiting. So it's actually Mars. Let's go back to Earth. People want to know what our eclipse looks like. Boom. There we go. Man, that really has progressed. I think it's still covered here though. Maybe not so much. Okay, what is going on? What the heck is going on? There we go. Okay. That program crashed on me. That is dumb. That is so dumb. Let me go back to Space Engine again. Hopefully it actually works. But yeah, I'm going to end this really soon. What did you guys think of the eclipse, though? We are going to keep an eye on this disturbance, though. That's going to be the next thing that I actually talk about. I'm probably going to take a little bit of a nap. And it crashed again. So I don't think my computer is able to even run it. It was incredible. Thank you so much. I'm going to be actually in my Discord server for a little bit to talking to you all in a little bit once I get off. Okay. Let's see. It shouldn't be acting silly now like it did before. So this is where our eclipse actually is at the moment. And right now, it's just approaching the Yucatán Peninsula. When is it supposed to become a hurricane? Teresa? I hate to say it, but wait until my video. I'm going to have a video out on this afternoon. Is it actually covered here? I don't know if it's even covered anymore. I think we're completely done with our eclipse. Oh no, it's still covered here. Strangely enough. Yeah, it's still a little bite taken out of it. Now, Chase McLean, I want to ask you a question. I'm sure you got did you get the annularity? Were you in the annularity of the eclipse? I don't know if you're still watching, Chase. I don't know if any of you are watching. Thank you, Yellow. I do appreciate that, bud. So this is where the annular is right now. Sweet butter dog. Yeah, the furthest I could go out from the solar system in this program is 1 billion gigalight years away. 1 billion gigalight years. Imagining how far that is. 1 million or 1 billion gigalight years. Oh, I know. I can't wait for the April 8th eclipse. I'm excited. Oh my gosh. I'm going to Texas. I am going to Texas. You might even see me there. Do I rarely say this? I will give you guys my actual location since I'll be in Texas. And if anyone of you want to hit me up and stop by and say hi and watch it with me, oh my gosh. I could actually give you my location beforehand and see if you guys want to join me. Like, I know Chase McLean lives in Texas. So he'll be right up my alley, very close. That would be so cool to actually meet one of my viewers. Due west or northwest track. It's going due west right now, Yellow. ZZ. Talking about the tropical system. This could be the butter dog annularity shadow. He's moving right over the Yucatán. No, I'm just kidding. So, Chase McLean, are you there? I don't know if you're watching. I wanted to ask you a question. I think he's on Discord. I would like it to stay a fish storm. I'm sure everyone would. But we'll see. Of course, this is not the current satellite imagery. It'd be so nice if it was, though. There's the shadow. Yep, he's on Discord. Sweet. Because I wanted to ask him that question, like, how dark did it get for your area? So right now it is over the Yucatán Peninsula. That's where the shadow is. That is so amazing. We got that feel of the moon's shadow. I mean, it's just so amazing. Wow. Just so amazing. Oh, I wanted to also show you all something cool before I actually head out here soon. Is on the Stellarium program. Not did you just see a solar eclipse? Oh, you're gonna like this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Lag warning. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna actually have to close my program out. Or else it'll just act funny. So, I wanted to show you all this. Hold on a second. We go to... Gosh. I'll just use a Florida eclipse for an example. There's one in 2045. One last thing. Why is it not? Okay, Port St. Lucie. All right, so on this the Stellarium program, which is actually free for anyone to download, you better hope you have a good graphics card because it is graphics card heavy. So I know people are not. Some of you, who knows, depending on how old you are, I'll be around in 2045. But this is going to be the next eclipse that is going to occur. And it's not just your ordinary eclipse. But I want you all to see something pretty cool about this. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. My computer is just saying, stop me going hard on me. Because look at what we can actually bring up. Watch this. Okay, so we actually use the regular sky version. So this is the non-realistic view. Okay. Lotta, right? The darkest it gets is what you see. That's basically the darkest. Because it's a solar eclipse, right? It's total. This is 2045. This is just kind of an early example of next year, April the 8th. Shadow size doesn't change much, right? But if we actually do this, we're going to make it like 80% covered. This is the realistic sky. And look at the shadow. It actually moves. You can see the shadow as it transverses. That eclipse is going to be like 6 minutes and 10 seconds long. That will be a much longer eclipse. I'll be 35. Saying I'll be 44 years old in 2045. Yeah, I will be 50 years old. I will be halfway through my lifetime. But let's take a look at the... Let's take a look at the eclipse that's going to happen next year. And that's going to be in Texas, right? So we got to go over to... Let me name down some cities that will have the total. And then... Oh my gosh, why is this not... So the 2045 or 2024 eclipse. That, by the way, is going to be a 5-minute eclipse. It's going to be much longer. Trying to find a city right in the path. Gatesville. We can do Gatesville. So if we do Gatesville, so this is going to come from southwest. Shadow. So this is what it's going to look like. Look at this. Look how the sky is going to look. This is the April 8th eclipse. Oh my gosh. My program doesn't like this. So this is going to be the next solar eclipse. This is going to be a 5-minute eclipse. To be specific, it's going to be like 4 minutes and 30 seconds. So kind of in that realm of almost 5 minutes long. Oh, she's talking to someone. All right. So this is what it's going to look like on April the 8th next year. This is what the sky is going to look like. What time on the East Coast should I be aware? This is a little bit far away right now, but this is going to be more like in the early afternoon, Sean. Not a morning eclipse. It's going to be more in the afternoon. All right. Any questions, you guys? Any questions before I actually head out? Anything that you need to ask me? Pretty much our eclipse is done. Not so much in Texas. This is what it looked like this morning, the eclipse. And there it is. All right. I think no one has questions. All right, everybody. I do appreciate all your guys' time for this live stream on the annular solar eclipse. I hope you guys have a really great day. Before you guys do actually leave, I will be uploading a video on that invest. Boy, we got to keep an eye on that. That could be a big system that gets really close to the Leeward and Windward Islands. It could be a major hurricane or a tropical storm. Will likely be Tammy on our list of next named storms. Can't believe it. We've already went this far in the alphabet. But thank you all for tuning in. Have a great day, and I'll be back with you this afternoon with a update on Invest 94L/Tammy.